David Njoku, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
I know, that's why I said nothing. Oh, no. I can't add to it because he have no control.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
From the 24, Jackson. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Olivier Vernon in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. On 3rd down, Jackson. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Jackson's going to try the sneak. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Now that was a great play defensively. Every gap in the middle covered. They end up losing yardage, and now that brings up 4th down.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially open the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And I was like, yes, ma'am.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
The first down run with Chubb is going to go nowhere. He's, in fact, going to lose a couple. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
She was like, you guys send me nothing because I know I'm in my policy.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Now 2nd and 12.
$150 LP. I know you take it off. I'm like, man, I can't take that deal.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
This sounds crazy as shit. I was like, man, we don't work with DMV. It's just that if they see that you have a lapse in coverage, unfortunately, they fine you. If you don't have coverage past up to 30 days, you get a $150 fee.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb.
I didn't have no coverage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
They have a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, this one has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mayfield down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
There's no manager. Like, man, I didn't say there wasn't a manager. There's a manager. They're just busy. It's like you were saying there's no manager. Now they're busy. I'm like, I'm like, lady, you don't stop my fucking line. I'm like, man, she will call you back.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Ended up being him here called back.
They come out here in the eye. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. A run for Nick Chubb. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
Never have Trump on our house, like, for him. She's a high-profile person. She wouldn't have it. I didn't know celebrities or stuff like that had like their own, they had their own insurance for them. I did not know that until we were talking on transition because Jeff tried to lie and say that he had Kim Kardashian COVID. I'm like,
the Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. There are none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But
taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. DJ Moore, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece.
Even if they were to get insurance to us, it's not something that we would handle.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
It's a high-profile client, so you'll do that to the higher-ups.
Yeah.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown.
That doesn't make any sense.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be
When I
frank
run at
about
the
the
club,
whole
what's his
thing.
face? Jump, pick it off. Chris Brown was insured by State Farm. Insurance accidentally dropped. But then again, back then, this is before Rihanna. So he was really Chris Brown.
You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. Going to be dropped after a
Picked
gain
it
of
off in
about
front
6
to Venus
across
to
the
the
30 to the 31.
jump.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
These two teams all tied after one. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
The opposite direction.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 29-yard line. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They give the Chubb out of the gun and give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Because I hear you, but sometimes I have to wait and let it process through my whole head, and then I respond.
The Browns on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
No, clearly I can multitask. If I could, clearly I can multitask if I still answer your question, but I'm not paying attention.
Mayfield to throw.
I think that's the definition of multitasking. If I'm not paying attention, I answer your question.
Catches for him now on the year. He's got a first down.
Okay, so I guess not. I guess answering the question when you're not paying attention is not multitasking.
When you decide to blitz him, because
All right.
if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out.
Oh, Chubb fumbled it, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20, 10, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown.
Good hit, Luke.
Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach. The offensive coordinator just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go, and they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things, and you know in that
Yo,
situation,
can anyone catch a pick? Why the hell did my guy come all the way down to the line of scrimmage and have to change and run all the way back up?
exactly what you do.
All I did was sprint the damn defensive line.
Open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. That's complete to Demetrius Harris, the tight end.
I'm not running.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's the 4th time he's beat me in coverage.
19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. They run. Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
On 2nd and a yard, Mayfield. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And he gets it to go, and we're all even. 17 apiece.
It really irritates me how no one can handle it.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Throwing is Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
Bruh, that's a TD.
Connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Jackson to throw again.
He dropped it again.
He dropped it in the end zone.
That is back-to-back drop touchdowns, man.
In between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's got his target. That's more. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are able to regain the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in
So
front.
What am I complaining about? Am I like I'm losing?
Special teams
I don't have to
defense
lose
scrambling,
it.
so we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
23 yards to pick up there. First down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Landry, the intended target, and now it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Final play of the half, Mayfield. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now. The field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake.
Nah, the run I just did, if I would have went to the outside, it would have been a touchdown. But I have a bad habit of always running to the inside.
Play action. It's Jackson rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he's got room. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble, and it gets him a first down.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Now Jackson. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A good pickup there, a 22. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right?
Yo.
Accelerating and off
Nick Chubb just struck 3 people. Oh, my God, I'm done.
And all the way in. Touchdown.
This man slipped on 3 guys.
Nick Chubb, 77 yards. As these
Wow.
guys are back within a single score.
This man legitimately just slipped
We
on
were
3
just
plays.
saying off air during halftime, could they mount a comeback, and how would it start? Well, it started in a hurry.
Yeah, they have to get back into the game, right? So if you're going to do that, you think to yourself, we need points right here on the opening drive. But even in their best game plan, did they expect it to be a one-play drive and put the points on the board? Probably not.
No, probably not, but they got it in a big way. The Raven offense set
That's
the
my
line for
little
this
trick.
next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson now. Going to throw again. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They go play action now. Jackson.
Flush to his right.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 28.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson going to throw deep for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin with touchdown number 7 on the year. As the Ravens push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. On the carry, it's Chubb.
I like her.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They run it again with Chubb. He's got a first down inside midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 25 yards, the pickup.
Chubb's about to have like 400 rushing yards by the end of this game.
In Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Mayfield able to get this one to his tight end, Njoku. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now Chubb. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Mayfield off the play fake. Got an open man. That's David Njoku.
They can't jump for picks, apparently. That's the 3rd one that could have easily had it. I baited him on. Look at this. They just stand there.
2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, Mayfield toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Here's Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So, sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses. And, he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Browns. And some room to work. There he goes, right side. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD.
It's one of those games.
So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold it, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Yeah. Someone come in,
and that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Oh, my God, yes. I swear, I cooked a little motherfucking pizza party.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble.
I don't know how Etienne could get chased down by defensive linebackers. Nick Chubb burning 94-speed corners.
You can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. 57 yards as his guys have now moved out in front. But go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Looking to throw on second down. Mayfield. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Bro, where was the pass rush?
Now here's a pass on first down.
This man
It's
sat
knocked
back
away
there for
and
like 20
incomplete.
seconds.
The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
Even though that's an incompleted pass, shouldn't we give a whole lot of credit to the offensive line?
Yet again, time in the pocket to throw. Time and time again, we have seen that. And you're right, the O-line winning the battle in the trenches. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. A toss play to Chubb. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
That pass rush is non-existent.
Mayfield now from the 50. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was trying to force it into his receiver, Landry, but it'll be 2nd down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mayfield now. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time.
Either they don't jump or we play volleyball with it.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Oh, the return is Jones. The 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you emit.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Mack Wilson. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Jackson on 1st down. Safarian Jenkins has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Jackson now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Jackson, now they set up the screen. That's complete. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now a handoff here to his running back. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Jackson from the shotgun. This will be caught by Brown. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 9th touchdown of the season. As a
your own guy picked you on that one.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays.
I don't want to hear nothing. You got freaking Chubb playing like Bo Jackson out here, trucking everybody.
Run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
You said when you and your homie folks were saying the clinic got called, we get a party and your test comes back negative.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Yo, can y'all catch a field?
And that's going to be incomplete.
Oh,
a lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Here's Jones.
Says 2 people enjoyed how the coronavirus.
Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here.
We gotta let it go. No, we're not throwing shit over here. Nope.
Now they try the right side here. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 29 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Let's see what happens when they got both y'all hot on both sides.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw, Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight
Why is
end,
it that way?
and brought down, but not before
Nobody
reaching
plays
the 45-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. On 1st and 10, Mayfield.
How's that not a sack?
On the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? Let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield.
He get
This one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. At this point, down big, you have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, play at the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now Mayfield.
He called that? I was about to say.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Odell burned his ass for a touchdown earlier on that little freaking comeback. Pushed off. Odell pushed it. They ain't call him.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
That's how I feel when I play the Chiefs in BOE.
Run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining.
So that's how I feel when I play the Chiefs in BOE.
One-sided affair. So it's Raven football here.
I played his ass yesterday. I dropped like 4 easy picks early, and the game just got out of here.
These final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now a carry for Lindsey. Oh, now Lindsey lost the football.
Put my backup in, because I don't want my running back to get hurt.
And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. And he takes a shot.
He should have been sacked him. He was standing right next to him.
We just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
To
throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. Oh,
he
almost
catch
had
a
it for
pick.
the pick.
My safety's a bum. He hasn't caught one pick all season. He just knocks him down. He doesn't even jump. Like his jump's like a 60-something, 70-something. He just puts his hand up every time.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down. That sets up a 1st and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Oh, my God. That should have been a pick. They didn't let me jump. Just stood there. That should have been a pick.
His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
That man just stood there. Come on, Hill, you got to pick that off.
And good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
What else did I still do?
I know. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Really?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
You're still going to make the playoffs, though, so I know we're probably going to see each other again. Because you win next week. Oh my God! I'm clicking triangle to hype the ball so
just take the delay.
Oh, why is the icon not popping up? So you played him or was it sim? Oh, yeah. I was about to say, I don't know how you would have lost the voice.
More as they take a knee here.
Oh, so you might not make. I mean, what's your record? I thought you would still been in the playoff. Who you play them? Oh yeah, you gotta win the last game, the last week. Yeah.
So time to start going.
Oh yeah. Oh damn, that might be an L for you right there. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That might be an L for you right there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whenever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Baltimore, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9-6, and they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.